The basic foundation of molecular dynamics is classical form of statistical mechanics. So if you want to calculate a property of the system like entropy, chemical potential, or energy, then if you know the microstate of the system, then you can calculate that property, that thermodynamic property of the system. So that property is a macroscopic property, and if we know the microstate of the system, that is position and momentum of the particles in the system, with the time evolution, then we can calculate its macroscopic properties. So in molecular dynamics, what we do time averaging, but theoretically it's not that easy to find to prove this thing. So what we do, we take a different approach that is called ensemble approach. So what is an ensemble? I have a separate video for this, and I will drop the link in the description box for the better understanding of the ensemble. And so today we will discuss the phase space. So what is phase space? So phase space is a 6n dimensional space where we have 3 axes for momentum and 3 axes for position. Okay, and each point represents a complete state of the particle. So this is a phase space, and these are the number of points in this phase space, and each point here represents the state of the particle, that is the position and moment of the particle, having 3 coordinates of position and 3 coordinates of momenta. And the entire phase space represents all possible states of the particle. So the entire phase space is all possible states of the particles in the time evolution. Okay, so what is the volume in phase space? So volume is total number of states in the entire phase space. Okay, as simple as that. So because each point corresponds to a single state, then all the points in the entire phase space equal to the total number of states. Okay, so if you want to find any property of the system, that is because thermodynamics is science of averages, so we would like to we always have a average property of the system. Okay, so it is written as a bar, and that is equal to integral of a, that the property of the system, which is a function of position and momenta, multiplied by probability density. Okay, and this is integral over the entire phase space. So for one particle, if n equal to 1, so it will be like dp3 and dq3. Okay, p is here for the momentum and q is the position coordinate. So for us to define the position, we have 3 coordinates x, y, z, or qx, qy, qz. That's why it's dq3 here. And for similarly for momentum, we have dp3 here because we have 3 coordinates, momentum coordinates px, py, pz. That's why it is written like this. Okay, and this is called the phase average or ensemble average. And a is here the property for a particular state of a system. Okay, this is not for the entire system, this is for a particular state of the system. And this is the probability density or probability of finding a particle with energy ei. Okay, and it is written like this. So probability density equal to rho, which is a function of position, moment, and time, and divided by the rho, which is also which is a function of position, moment, and time, integral over the entire phase space. So what we do, let us consider that for a single particle, for a single point, we have a small volume element here. Okay, for a single point we have small volume element. Then what the probability of finding the particle with energy ei? So for that particular point, what is the probability that it has energy ei? Okay, so that is uh, this rho here, okay, and divided by the volume integral of this function over the entire phase space, that is the total number of states in the entire phase space, because total number of points in the phase space equal to the total number of states in the entire phase space. So that's how it is written as probability density. And in terms of partition function, it can be write as P is a function of P and Q equal to exponential of minus beta multiplied by energy and summation of this, and this is called the Boltzmann factor. Okay, this term is called Boltzmann factor, and the summation of this term is called the partition function. So why I'm writing in terms of partition function? Because if you want to calculate any property of the system, you will see later that if we can write the property in terms of partition function, then we can calculate other properties of the system as well. Okay, so here this partition function is also a function of position and momenta through the energy E, okay, or through Hamiltonian H. You can also call it as Hamiltonian, because Hamiltonian is, what is Hamiltonian? It is the total energy of the system. Okay, so that's how partition function is also a function of position and momenta through the energy E. Okay, so in the next lecture we will discuss about in the upcoming lectures we will discuss about microcanonical and canonical ensemble, that from partition function how we can write any thermodynamic property, how we can calculate any thermodynamic property of the system if we know, or if we can write the partition function for that ensemble, whether it is microcanonical, canonical, or isothermal, isobaric ensemble. Okay, yeah, thank you.